push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rain and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set, ready, 60 or 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24, check 24. Defense.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check three. 6-6. Pull it high. Time go. 5.
Second and 6. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, team 6. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. This is Lewis. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, my 7. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you.
From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Pick the edge. 80. Check. Switch.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Good track. Kill. Name on that. Save.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Watch 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jim. Check. Fresno. Check 26.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check the backer. Watch the signal. Alert. Crouch.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
That's the way.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gator. 52 is the mic. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Herbert completes it to Davis. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The draw play here, Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
52 right here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Bravo. 52 is the mic, boy. 52. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 52.
Second down, McKinnon. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here, watch twist. Watch. Hey,
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check, check 43. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Dolphins 6, Titans nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My 52. Hey, come on now. Come on now. What 61? Matchbox white. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. 23 yards the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Alpha. 55, my 55. Now.
2nd and 13. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check safety. Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw. Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Lewis here on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go again.
From the gun, Herbert. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 4, check. One day. 37, check 37. 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Rosen. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check.
Rosen off the play action. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rose into the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Here we go. 36.
Here's Smallwood. And he'll get this one down to a pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hug. Monday. Goose. Under 10. 10.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hug. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the edge. X3, 218, chopper.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the back. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, McKinnon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Sponge! No. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Be good. Check.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's checking crap. Check 99. Yo, faster. Be driven.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, exit. 55.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey, 2.
From the gun, Herbert towards the end zone for Brown. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Bunch formation, bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on. Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Snap.
To throw again. Herbert.
Let's get off the field.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember,
the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Rzsl. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rzsl. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throws in to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Shift. Middle. 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Again, it's Rosen. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. In this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I'm coming. Check.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Hey, alert 3. Joker.
On first down, McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 54. Switch. Kill. Kill. Turn up.
They run once more with McKinnon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked out by Xavier Howard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert. Check three. Check.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
No. Off.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
Get that ball. Check 24. He's coming. We got
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Open space inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Looking
to throw on second down. Herbert, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
On third down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check 55, Mike.
Hug. Hey, alert. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Again, it's Smallwood. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here we go. Switch.
Hey!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Jam.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Check. Fresno.
First down, a run with Smallwood. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Yeah, I think we, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Check. Crunch.
Going right back to Smallwood. to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And he missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Who that?
They run it here with Thompson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
60 outlaw.
Rip right.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check. Watch 54. 80. I got you. Check 52. Shift.
Again, it's Balaj. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Balaj. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Malage, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check, check, lucky. Check three.
Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Rush in. Check safety.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Switch. Check four.
Check 37.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here I come again.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run it with Balaj. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Rzsl on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Double time. You got 3 down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the run.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped